So hello kiteboarders, welcome to KiteFinder.com, and we got some exciting Xlite news for you. Yes, it's the new core Xlite. So after many years they finally decided to make a one strut kite, and they made it really especially for hydrofoiling. So it seems to have all the stuff you need in a nice hydrofoil kite. It drifts excellent, it has superb low wind capabilities and all that kind of stuff. Well, we're gonna test that in a few minutes. But first, let's run over the kite. Or let's talk about the kite. Running over it would probably damage it. So here what we've seen in a lot of different kites. You see the new leading edge material. So it also has some squarey marketing bits in it. But it's so thin that you can see through it. So you can even see, you know, here there's a little fold in the membrane inside, in the tube inside. So boys and girls, if you really want to see how your tube on the inside looks like, well, it's all wrinkly and stuff. So they made it really light. What we can see also in the wingtip, normally on the last bit of the wingtip you can still see some Dacron. But with this kite they used the normal Canopy material all the way, the core text material all the way through the wingtip. So that's really nice.
I got a question on the internet about this is like triple rip stop.
Yes.
Again, is it really marketing or is it really stronger? I said that you have to test it, but...
You have to test it, but in the end it's just marketing. There's a lot of ways, you know, what they do. As soon as they weave the material, they just switch over a couple of threads. That's why it looks like you got some thicker threads in it, but the difference isn't in how the material is built up. But it's all about the coating that's on the material. The coating on the material makes it stiff, makes it how do you call it, windproof, so the wind doesn't blow straight through all the fibers. So they have to coat it, and all the way the different coatings they put on it makes it your kite will live longer, will be better suited to all the UV radiation, but also makes the material stiffer. Because if you got a stiffer material, you know, you get other characteristics. But you don't want to have it too stiff, because when you build up a kite, you have all these different flex patterns in a kite. When you move it, when you're pulling on one side of the kite, your kite will twist. So you have to make it that it can't twist.
Okay, so it's not the cloth, it's the coating that's most important?
Yeah, all the fibers. It doesn't really matter if you make it like quadruple or quattro or triple or double or single. That's all the same kind of strength. The trailing edge. Normally you can see the trailing edge. They also use some thicker material over here. Nothing, they just made it double. So it gives it a little bit more strength for the flappiness. But it's still a lighter material. Here they have made the kite a lot stronger. Normally they're using Kevlar patches, but of course Kevlar patches are heavier. So over on this kite you can see it's kind of the same stuff on the spinnaker tape you would use for repairing your kites. So it's a little bit heavier material, and they probably put a little bit of foam inside. You can feel it it's a little bit soft. And if you look on the kite over here, there's no Kevlar patches at all. Normally you would always see with a core kite, you can see all these Kevlar patches, and of course makes your kite a lot more durable, and when you're on a beach or on a rocky place that's a lot better. But making this kite as light as possible, you don't get any better. Even not over here on the squares. Normally your kite gets bouncy over here and on certain bits of your leading edge, but on this one, no patches. And what's also funny, they use sticks.
Aha.
Yeah.
Can you get them out? Oh, you don't want that then?
So they use some sticks. So we know sticks are for the flappiness. There's no happiness with flappiness. Now another great thing about this kite, I'll grab another bar. It's not really about the kite, but it's more about the bar. They use the thinner lines. So they have a special foiling bar, and these lights have the same strength. So they also have 300 kgs of braking, and they're 20% thinner than a normal standard core line. So I hope you can see this a little bit, but it's pretty obviously. It's the same kind of line they normally use on the Pro bar, but it's still a little bit thinner than the Pro bar, so it's a lot lighter as well. So
nice.
Yeah. Let's see what it can do out there. Nou Jens, is al genoeg?
Hier, ja, daar gaat hij.
Ja, oei!
Echt een Amerongen?
Ja, Amerongen. Ik heb veel Amerongen.
Zo. Actie. Oei. Huh?
So this bar has a different setup. But was it 16 meter lines or 12 meter lines?
19.
19, yeah. We now have 19 centimeter lines. Of 19 meter lines. I'm sorry, that's really short. But I'm kind of into things about 19 and 20 centimeters. So, you know.
Hanging out there.
I don't know, hanging out there. So normally we would say in the current situation you have to stay at least 3 bar lengths away from each other. But this is a really short bar. But yeah, it's really nice and tiny. So sometimes you like stuff nice and tiny. And although this is an 11 meter, it feels really nice and powerful. It pulls all the way through the loop. If you make a nice big squared loop, you have a really long moment of power.
Pulling, 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 pulling. You are foiling.
There's a guy out there with a really big 15 meter kite, and he can't really get up. But I think we could probably beat him with this 11.
Would be nice.
Don't you?
Jens, Andre thinks that the core is enough for this. André denkt dat die kooi wel kan. Dat hij meer kracht geeft. We hebben hem net in de lucht gehad. Zal ik hem meenemen?
Een beetje aan uit.
Ja, lekker Jens. Lekker, lekker, lekker. Nou, hij kan.
So today we have been riding the Core Xlite. It's a really surprising kite, a really good job for a first single strut kite from Core. So it's really nice to see that we've been riding a 15 meter on a hydrofoil and this 11 meter on a hydrofoil, and you know, you have just as much fun with the 11. It's really nice and short, and what's also really surprising is that you can ride it with a really small bar if you're really into that. So yeah, it's a really good job. Now, for the full characteristics, you can go to KiteFinder.com and let us know down in the comments if you have been riding this Core Xlite and what you think of it, so you can help other kiteboarders to make the right choice.